Hey, what's up guys? It's Mr. Moki back again, and I have to apologize. I'm sorry that I was late with this review. I've been really busy with work, and honestly I was busy with testing for YCS this weekend in Toronto, and you know, trying to do stuff other than Yu-Gi-Oh! On top of all of that. I've been dog sitting, I've been doing all this stuff. I guess you guys don't really care. But anyway, that's why this episode was late. Just busy stuff. And I'm going to try and not be busy at all. I know I'm trying to get these reviews out as soon as possible. So this is probably the first one that I was actually really late on. And yeah, I apologize. If you hear anything in the background, that's my dog that I'm dog sitting right now. And she's being a little crazy. How about you go sit down? But anyway, that's the reason. And without further ado, I shall get into this episode. Now, let me start off with what I really liked about this episode. I really liked the camera angles that this episode actually brought to the duel, because honestly, it made it feel a lot more active, and I'm guessing that's because of the new director that we have for the series. So he's, whatever this director's doing, he's doing a good job, and honestly it's starting to look a lot better than what it was the last 13 episodes, at least in my opinion. The way that the link summoning worked, I really hoped it wasn't just that one time with Emma, but no, we get to see it with Playmaker as well, and that was just fabulous. A lot more active, I would think, and honestly, it's awesome. I really like the camera angles. We got a lot of first-person views when we were doing the duels, but it was awesome, and honestly, I want to see more of that. It gave us more of an active view, a more like exciting feel, I guess is the word I'm trying to go for. A lot of an exciting feel for the duel itself, because honestly, it just felt like, you know, we were actually part of the duel. Like, we were actually like getting a feel for how Yusaku and Ghost Girl actually duels on these fucking boards, whatever. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, the dog's going crazy. But yeah, that's what I really liked about this episode, and I really hope that we see more of it in the future, because it just makes the duels more exciting, you know? It feels so stagnant watching just like two people like ride on a surfboard. The background is like moving, but like they're not really moving, and I don't know, it doesn't feel as exciting. Yusaku's voice in this episode, I actually really liked it, especially when he was screaming out for his dual skill, and he went to go save Ghost Girl, and you know, when he was summoning out his new Link monster, which I will get into in a second. You guys probably already know it, whatever. But one thing that I'm hoping the series addresses quite soon, and I know that we're still in, like, you know, the early stages of the show, so, but I don't know. I just hope, like right now, I'm hoping that Yusaku and Playmaker, whatever, isn't so much of a Mary Sue character. And if you don't know what that means, it pretty much means like a character who's almost perfect in a way, and that's a real problem for a series when you have like a main character who is a Mary Sue character, or a Marty Stew to have the male version. I just always use Mary Sue, whatever. But yeah, I just don't want Yusaku to be perfect, because at that point when he grabbed Ghost Girl from saving her from falling, it almost seemed like Ghost Girl was ready to fall for him, or at least it made it seem that way, and I was just like ready to be like, really? Like, did that really need to happen? Like, did Ghost Girl really need to be saved in this episode? Like, yeah, it shows that Playmaker has a human side. Like, maybe it shows that, you know, to Ghost Girl that Playmaker really isn't an enemy, that he's actually very sincere. but why does Ghost Girl really need to know that? You know, like she's somebody who only cares about herself, really. And I guess occasionally she does care for Akira enough to get him that car to go see his sister, but realistically, like, you know, she should be looking out for number one. And I don't think knowing Playmakers, like, you know, that knowing that Playmaker saved her life should change that. But who knows? That's probably what they're going to go for. She's probably going to go for like that anti-hero spiel where she's, you know, she's not really on Playmaker's side, but she's still going to do stuff for Playmaker. I don't know. Who knows? I'm just hoping like it's not a big issue later on for me. But yeah, I just moving on, I guess. The duel itself was probably our most back and forth duel in terms of skill that we've gotten so far. Like beforehand, it's always been like Yusaku or Playmaker just being pushed to the brink, and he's always below 1,000 life points. And that's part of his strategy now, right? Like it's shown to Ghost Girl that part of his strategy is trying to get to less than 1,000 life points, because I'm reminded that his dual skill is a lot like Zeal in this instance, where in Zeal form with Yuma and Astral, their Destiny draw usually draws them a Zeal weapon that allows them to deal with the tough situation that they're in. And in this instance, yeah, it kind of is like that, because his dual skills allows him to get a Link monster that pretty much allows him to deal with the situation that he's dealt with. And that's shown perfectly in this episode, because Ghost Girl has one monster and one Link monster on her field, but 2 open monster zones. Both of her monsters are quote-unquote like invisible, so they can't be destroyed by battle, but they also can't be attacked, so Yusaku can attack her life points directly, but she has a monster in her hand that she can summon. Yusaku perfectly summons out XCodeTalker, which, by the way, looks a lot better than I thought he was going to be, because on the card he looked quite bulky and he looked like very tanky. And I was just like, oh yeah, I mean, another Code Talker, he looks cool. That's a cool variant. Like the animation for him in this episode, I have to admit, and I wish I could show you guys pictures without being copyrighted, whatever. But I honestly, like, he looked pretty good. Like, he looked phenomenal. And I honestly really liked it. And just his ability for this situation, he was able to seal off Ghost Girl's 2 monster zones, and pretty much secure his victory. And he also activated some kind of other effect that allowed XCodeTalker to attack twice, which was also quite plot device. But if he didn't use Lancer Lord as his Link material, I'm pretty sure he could have used his other monster as Link material, and he still could have kept Lancer Lord. But you know, they wanted to symbolize it as, you know, XCodeTalker doing the finishing blow, and like him sealing the victory. So that's the symbolism there. And you know, XCodeTalker, you know, it's cool. I really like it. Just one thing for the series though, like we're getting to a point where maybe we're seeing too much of Playmaker. Like, I know we're at the early stages, and just, I don't know, I really wish that we get to see somebody else duel at this point. But it doesn't seem like we're getting that next episode. It seems like it's going to be more Playmaker. He's going to be going into, I believe, the Soul Technologies data. I believe that he's going to be dueling some sort of AI. And we'll see what happens from there. Honestly, I'm still excited for the series. Just hope we don't get tired of Playmaker really soon. I do want the cast itself, like Blue Angel, Ghost Girl, Go. We haven't seen Go since episode like 3-4, and honestly, we don't really know what's happening there. So I hope we get to see the other cast soon. Still a great episode to me. Just the dueling that itself felt a lot more active, and I hope to see more of it in the future. I'm still excited for this series. Just let's give Playmaker some more flaws, and a little bit less screen time on Playmaker, and give some more screen time for other characters to duel. That's really my only gripe with what's going on right now, but honestly, I'm sure the show will fix it out. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, and if you guys are enjoying it, please leave a comment in the comment section down below, and let me know. I always like debating with you guys, and I always like talking with you guys. A lot of you guys I just agree with personally, but nothing too controversial that I've seen yet, so if you really want to be controversial, go right ahead. I don't mind. But yeah, so yeah, if you like this video, remember to like, comment, and SCRUB-Scribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.